Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out, prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom of America, aka Babylon, aka Egypt. First and foremost, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the GMS, who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Right for the elect only of the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, the so-called West Indian Jamaicans, Levi, the so-called Haitians, Reuben of the Seminole Indians, Gad are the North American Indians, Zebulon is Guatemala to Panama, Zebulon Salakia. Gad is North American Indians, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. Zebulon is Guatemala to Panama, okay? Simeon are the so-called Dominicans, Manasseh the so-called Cubans, Ephraim are the so-called Puerto Ricans, Asher is Colombia to Uruguay, and Naphtali is Argentina to Chile. These are the 12 tribes of Israel who our big brother, Yahweh Shai, is coming to redeem 1/3 the elect, 2/3 is set up for the destruction. This is an artist rendition on how the Lord looks according to the book of Revelations, first chapter, and Daniel's the 10th chapter, okay? Contrary to popular belief, this is not how the Lord looks, man. This is not the image of the Heavenly Father who we worship, right? This goes back to Serapis Christus, man, 600-700 AD. Reincarnated Cesare Borgia. And we believe this is David Rothschild today, okay? Through the Spirit. Our big brother Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem 1/3 the elect, and 2/3 is set up for destruction, okay? Second Ezra. Okay, this is the book of Second Ezra. Second Ezra 9:1. It says, he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently within itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So it says, measure the time diligently, man. You know, when you go into that word measure, it's a plan of course of action, indeed, to obtain a certain goal, right? And our goal is to wake up the elect, man, okay? So we measure this time diligently. How do we measure the time? We constantly, week in, week out, we watch videos from our apostles and other elder brothers. We watch the news feeds, the alternative news feeds we watch. You know, and we read documents, we read the newspapers, we surf online, we continue. That's how we watch, man. Because prophecy, the Bible has prophecy. The prophecy is unfolding. Whether you believe it or not, every day you have prophecies that are unfolded, and we filter through the scriptures, and that lets us know that this word is true, man. And it's only given to the people who the Lord actually give that to open your pineal gland to actually understand. Everybody's not meant to get it, man. Okay? Everybody's not meant to get it. Let me get John. I think it's 12:39. John 12:39 and 40. Therefore, they could not believe because that Isaiah say again, he have blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts, that they should not see with their eyes nor understand with their heart to be converted, and I shall heal them, right? Who is the Lord healing? The elect. It's 2/3 when you read in Zechariah. When you read in Zechariah, the 13th chapter, 2/3 of our people are not going to get it. The Lord is basically hardening their hearts, man, to where they're not going to understand this word. They're not, when they see, just like when people pass it by now, they see the sign, they see the signs, they see me standing here, right, with a garment on, but they have no clue. They don't understand what's going on. They'll look, but they'll ride by with no clue. In their own mind, they're going to think something as such like, what the hell is that crazy ass dude doing there? Okay? And I know they're gonna be looking because I'm in a different town now that I'm normally in Little Rock. So these people never, where I'm at now, they never saw me. So they are gonna be like, look, but they're not gonna perceive not. You know? Only the elect gonna get this, man. Zechariah 13:8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. 2 parts. When you go into the 2 parts, that's actually 66%, man. Okay? Right? See that pie chart? That's 66% of our nation, the nation of Israel. 2 parts gonna be cut off and die. Why? Because they have not came back to the Lord, nor have they have seeked the Lord. They have walked in their own way. So 2/3 of our own people, the nation of Israel, are gonna be cut off and die through famine, through pestilence, through the coming of sedition among men. You're gonna have martial law coming. Okay? You're gonna be taken by the concentration camps that Esau has set up in these different towns and these cities throughout America. Ultimately, you're gonna be destroyed by the Heavenly Father's hand, which is what? The ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Ultimately, this is gonna be the death of you. Ultimately, right here, thermonuclear missiles. Thus saith the Lord of the Bible. This is gonna be your ultimate death, man. Okay? The thermonuclear missiles. And it says, and I will bring the 1/3 through the fire and refine them as silver is refined and try them as gold is tried. How they tried? Silver and gold are what? Refined through fire. These elements are heated to a high degree of heat. And the impurities that do not belong to these elements will come to the top. Right? And then you take it away, and then you're left with the pure. So the Lord said, what? So I will bring the 1/3 through the fire, man. So we're gonna, as we hear prophesying before the destruction of the Heavenly Father's destruction, we are being afflicted. We have to come out in all different types of weathers, right? What the scripture tells you, it tells you this in is it Timothy? Might be 2 Timothy. Second Timothy 4:2. Preach the word, be instant, in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine, man. So we're gonna suffer. We're gonna suffer while we're in this flesh when we come out to preach, man. In season and out of season. Right? We gotta come out whether the weather is scorching hot, brothers have been laboring, or whether it's 0 degrees, man. Right? And brothers have been enduring. When you come to the Lord, he will put a spirit on you to endure through it, man. If you ask, man. You know? He said, ask in my name and I'll give it to you. So we send prayers up before we even come out here to the Lord to help us endure through this fight, man. You know, this is a fight. Okay? Let's see. This is a fight what we in. Hey, so we have to endure, man. Scriptures say endure hardness as a good soldier. Okay. Let's see here. This 2 Timothy 2 and I start at 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahushua Mashiach. So grace meaning what? That mercy. Actually, another definition, the divine influence of the mind. Think upon Yahushua. So we say be strong in it, man. The divine influence that he gives us, man, to understand the word, be strong, be fervent. He said, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others, man. So the things that we have learned, we commit to it, man. The elect are going to believe in it. They said we're going to go out and teach other men that the elect may wake up. Because it just said in Zechariah, two-thirds are going to die, man. So everybody's not going to believe this word, man. You know? You got to remember when Yahushua came on the scene, hey, he did miracles. And then guess what? When he done the miracles, then he went to preach. Right? And you heard when people saw those miracles being done, some believed. But look at what Yahushua is doing now. Yahushua, he reversed the process, man. He don't have us out here doing miracles like making people walk again, making the blind see. He have us preaching the word. This is a miracle that we're preaching the word and brothers understand and they wake from that blindness to the light that they can see. Or they are lame and get up and walk into the statutes and the laws and commandments. He has us doing it the reverse way. We're preaching right now. So that's why you see people, they walk by, they fan their hands, they ride by, and they don't stop. But guess what? If our apostles, when they came out on YouTube in 07, if a man would have walked up in a wheelchair and they would have healed him and made him walk, you'd have had millions of people running to 34th Street trying to be healed and then going right back to their own ways. They wouldn't have heard nothing of the teachings. But we'll have that power later. I was sharing with a brother, when we get that power, it's probably gonna be too late for all these people out here. We'll be that power when that time of Jacob's trouble. You know? So it says, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others. Okay? It says, shall be able to teach others. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Hamashiach, man. It says, no man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier, man. So, hey, Yahushua has chosen us to be the soldier, so we're not really going to entangle ourselves. We're not going to be worried about who doing what, entangling your work and your affairs in this life, trying to be rich, you know, trying to ball out like most Jakes do. Worried about what Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers are doing. Who got traded? What LeBron them gonna do this damn basketball season? We're not worried about that. We're worried about how can we obtain this salvation? How can we keep enduring in this word through this hardness of this society, man? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So if it's given into the hands of the wicked, guess what? He's not, you Israelites, man, he's not gonna make it easy for you. You know? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is giving him the power to do the things that he's doing in this earth. Okay? No, he's not gonna make it easy for you. Jacob's trouble is coming, man. And you can look at the bravado of the people out here, they comfortable out here in this society. You know? 2 was I at? Endure hardness. 2 Timothy 2. It says endure hardness, man. I'm gonna look up that word. It's 25:53. Kakopathio. To suffer, endure evils, hardships, troubles, to be afflicted. Are we not doing that? And we still have to endure because the evil times, the bad times are coming. That's what the time is coming. Jacob's trouble. Do we go through hardships now? Yeah, not being able to pay your rent. When you come into the truth, you got family members that come against you. Family, friends, that's hardships, man. Afflictions, man. A lot of Jakes, man, they come out on the street. You got jobs that make you work when it's time to go to camp. You know, you got Esau make you work on your high holy days that the Lord has prescribed for us. Those are hardships and afflictions, man. You got the poison of the food and the water. Those are afflictions. It's everything. Every time you look around, it's something different. If you do work, what little money you got, it's got to get pushed out to obtain a roof over your head, or food on the table, and clothes on your back, man. That's why this society have Jake pushing 144 on the cop car. That's cold. 144 on the sheriff's car. Hey, he waved too. That's crazy. This is Jake in the car. He waved. Damn sheriff and shit. He had 144 all over the car. I can tell you how I'm sitting outside. So you know, every little money you make, you have to shell out money to obtain in society just to stay afloat. So that's what makes Jake go after that dollar, man. You go after that filthy lucre, just so you know the oppressor have you thinking this is the way to live. Well, hell, he have everything, but he's living great in wickedness, man. You know, it says to undergo hardships by afflicted and endure. So, hey, man, you gotta keep to this word, man, to what you've learned. Don't wait on those other doctrines, you know, because more hardships are coming. It says, 2 Esdras 2:9, he answered me then and said, measure the time diligently within itself, when we see part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. All right, we see different earthquakes in diverse places, right? We see that, okay? You got the hurricanes, you got tornadoes, you got the rumors of wars, you got the chariot sightings that are happening. You know, every time you look around, it's a chariot sighting. You got hey man, in the last couple years, you got black moons, blue moons, red moons, wolf moons. These things have never happened before, man, and they're happening rapidly, man. And every time you have a different moon, like a wolf moon or a blood moon, it's always some catastrophe that's going to happen right after that. Just pay attention. That's what measure the time. When we see these things, we go what? We filter through the scriptures. You know? That's why that time of Jacob's trouble is going to be so great, man. Because these people are going off their own counsel, their own knowledge, man. They are not coming back to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. It says, Isaiah 55:6, seek ye the Lord Yahweh while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near, man. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. So you have to inquire of the Lord now. When you see men out on the highways and byways with this 12 tribe sign, wearing garments, ancient garments, with Bibles in their hand, you better be inquiring. You people are just commonly nosy anyway. But But you're nosy in everybody else's business and not the business of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. This is what you should be nosy in the scriptures, man. Okay? Because time comes, the scriptures say it's a prophecy. Prophecy meaning meaning before, for side meaning to say. So we telling you, we saying before. This is the Lord speaking through us, man. There's going to come a time, there's a prophecy in Amos, the 8th chapter. It tells you it's going to be a famine of not of food, but what? Hearing the word. So time is going to come soon that the Lord is going to take us off the street. And you won't be able to hear the word. And you're going to come looking for that. It tells you in Ezekiel that you're going to be looking for that wine in the street. When you look up the word wine, it goes into the word, man. Okay? It says, back in 2nd Ezra, 9th chapter, it says, then shall thou understand that it is the very same time where the highest will begin to visit the world that he made. When you look at to visit, man, it goes to the word punish, man. The Lord is getting ready to punish it with famine, pestilence. He's getting ready to bring these Gurga troops in here. It's gonna be a beautiful time to see you people scream and cry when martial law comes. Because that's what's coming. Okay? Ultimately, thermonuclear missiles, man. It says, verse 4 in 2nd Ezra, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, man. Through the scriptures, man. The Lord always had the prophets prophesy, man. In the time of Noah, man, he was preaching. While he was building the ark, Noah was prophesying, man. When you see the men's name in the Bible, Isaiah, Daniel, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, these were prophets, man. They were prophesying, man.